Minute Beauty and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you all the things that I loved in 2019 and I hope you enjoy. So let's get into this video. I'm going to start off with is the makeup that I enjoyed this year. So I tried to pick one of my favorites from each category of the makeup that I do. So the first thing that I'm going to start off is skincare. There are two products that I have absolutely been loving for skincare, and they're both by Too Faced. It is the Hangover RX Good in Bed Hydrating Serum and then the Hangover X Good to Go Moisturizer. So I really love these two products. Them together are amazing. This one by itself is also really amazing. What I'll do is I'll do like 2 pumps of this and then 1 pump of this, and I'll mix it together and use it all over my skin. Kind of 1 to save product, and then 2, they work well together. And I personally just like this product overall more. It's a little more hydrating. Where this one like makes your skin really soft, so them together work really well. Next, we're moving on to foundation, because when I use that, this foundation works really well with it. It is the Shape Tape Hydrating Foundation. Now I know that there was a lot of controversy with this foundation, but I have found out that I really like how this foundation works with me. I also love the applicator. This thing makes me doing my makeup so much faster than having to squeeze it onto the bottle and directly into my base and then having to blend it out, because when I use this I can just like wipe it and it's already halfway blended. Next, after foundation, I normally do concealer, and as you can see, my favorite concealer is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I really like this because it's thick coverage and it stays all day. This is one of the products that I will just wear concealer sometimes and I'm good to go. Next, onto the eyes. I have 2 favorite eyeshadow palettes. One, I'm pretty sure has been my favorite for a very long time, and that is the Sweet Peach palette by Too Faced. I absolutely love the smell, and I love this like bottom row and then this section of the top row, and I just use it all the time. I don't do makeup, I don't do like eyeshadow often, so hence why I haven't hit pan, and I have so many eyeshadows that I tend to try to use different eyeshadows, but this is the one that I end up gravitating towards the most. That and this, the Adeline Warren Tarte palette, this is also a palette that I gravitate towards a lot because of their peachy colors. So those 2 are the palettes that I think I gravitate towards the most, and by far my favorite right now. My favorite primer for eyeshadows is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. It is the only primer that I've used though, so kind of has to be my favorite because it's the only one that I've used. Next, my favorite eyeliner and mascara are both by Benefit. They are the Roller Lash eyeliner and mascara. I don't know why I keep forgetting the word mascara. Yeah, I super don't understand why I was forgetting the word mascara. Do you guys just randomly forget words of like common day things that you use all the time? 'Cause obviously I do. But these are right now my 2 favorite, especially paired together. I really like them. As you can tell that there's a color difference in the cap, and that's because this is older and I use this all the time. And I have just more recently bought this. Before that I've been using the NYX liquid eyeliner, and I just ran out and it just was very drying. So it just got hard to use, so I decided it was time to reach out and try something different, and I really like this. And so these pair really good together. Next, we're going to move on to brows. I have the Precisely My Brow in the shade 4, and then I have the 24 Hour brow setter. And I love these two together. I just love how you can define your brows so easily with this, and then this really just keeps your brows in place the whole entire day. Next are the lip products. I have 3 different lip products because they're 3 different types of lip products and they are my favorite. My favorite chapsticks is the Baby Lip Chapstick, the Dr. Rescue. I think it works really well. It's cheap. I don't want to spend a lot of money on chapstick, let's be honest. You lose it too easily. Next is my liquid lipstick. It is the NYX Lingerie in the color Seduction, and this one is one of my favorite liquid lips just because the price is amazing. The formula is not too sticky. It doesn't last all day, but for the price you can afford to reapply, and it doesn't like clump up on you, which is really nice. My favorite, more expensive lip product is one of the NARS lipsticks. This is in the color Banded Red. The last makeup product I have is the Hangover RX 3-in-1 setting spray, which is also a primer. I just love it because it smells good and it makes my face feel refreshed, and it doesn't dry out my skin and it doesn't leave my skin oily, which I really, really appreciate. So that was it for makeup. Next we're going to move on to shoes, my favorite pair of shoes this year, which is really easy and it's not hard to guess. It is my Birkenstocks. I wear these constantly. Like seriously, I wore them when it was like 30 degrees out, just because I love them that much. Next is my accessories. This year, my favorite accessory is, well, one of my favorite accessories, bag-wise, is this backpack. It is a Winnie the Pooh backpack and I absolutely love it. Then my favorite, like, wallet is actually a lanyard that I use for school all the time. And it just happens to be from ThredUp, and it is a leather wallet, or leather, I don't think it's real leather. And it comes with a neck strap that matches, which I really, really like. Then for like jewelry, I have my necklace that I wear all the time now. It is a friendship necklace. My best friend also has one of these necklaces. And then these 2 rings, and it just happens to be that this ring's upside down. My sister-in-law has a necklace that is a wave that I got her for Christmas, so we match with that. And then mountains, because I love the mountains, and they actually mean so much to me because I was raised around mountains, and there's something so calming about them. My favorite smell of this year, I think is the same as last year's if I put in a smell, which I don't really remember if I did or not. Just happens to be Winter Candy Apple. Now this candle is from Bath & Body Works, but it is not even the candle that I'm obsessed with. I have it in the lotion, body spray, and body wash because I absolutely love this smell so much. It's actually kind of bad, but I use it all the time, like constantly. Next we're going to go into my favorite books. So right now I've really been into The Dark Between Stars, which is a book by Atticus, and it is a poetry book, and I absolutely love poetry. I just think there's something so deep and thoughtful about it that a lot of people don't put into thoughts with words anymore. And so I just find that poetry itself is looked down upon so much. Not even looked down upon, it just kind of is forgotten when it comes to books, and so this just happens to be my favorite book. Next, I've really been enjoying this planner. I got it from Target. It's from Blue Skies, and I am really loving it because it is done hourly, so I can block off my schedule. This was last semester's schedule, and I just highlighted the week, or highlighted when my classes were, when I needed to go to work, when I needed to do homework. So I just had that all blanked out so I wouldn't miss anything and I wouldn't get behind. Next on my favorite list are these markers. I use them in my bullet journal, and I also use them in my planner. I use them constantly, all the time, because they're light enough that they don't bleed through the paper, which I'm very thankful for. Next is this journal. My roommate gave it to me. It is a minimalist art book, and I personally love it because I can just do whatever I want in it. So I have like video ideas written in here. I have to-do stuff in here for school. I have like meal plans, so like I can keep track about how many meal plans I have left. I have already set it up for next semester's meal plans. I sometimes will write out my, like for my final project in photography, I wrote out what I needed to do. I have a budgeting section that I use often just so I can keep myself accountable. I have like different sections in here just so I can keep myself accountable. So next is my favorite piece of technology I own right now, which happens to be probably my Apple Watch, the Series 5. I haven't ever had an Apple Watch before, so it might just be the newness of it that I love it so much, but I just love being able to compete with people. I like to be able to track how many steps I am and make sure that I'm healthy, and I like being able to know what my heart rate is to make sure that it's not too high, and see if I'm like stressed out or not. And I just love actually having a watch and knowing the time. I actually keep it on a no number clock just so I'm not always focused on the time of day, because I feel like I can get a little consumed when I know exactly the time all the time. I mean, obviously I can figure out what the time is, it just takes me longer, and usually it is not needed for me to know the time, and so I look down at my clock and be like, it doesn't matter, I don't need to know what the time is, unless I do, and then I can figure it out. So those are some of my favorite things. Please comment down below what were some of your favorite things in 2019, because I would love to know. If you liked the video, please like the like button down below. If you want to see more of my videos, you can click one of the two boxes over here or my face over here. If you want to see more of my life, you can check out my social media down below. I hope you all have a wonderful New Year, and if you're not watching this in New Year's, I hope you have a wonderful week. Remember to be yourself, and please remember to be yourself, because you're the only self you're ever going to be. Bye!